Jon Stewart 2024. So I'm seeing a lot of chatter online about getting Jon Stewart to run for president. I really like this for a multitude of reasons. I really think he could win the primary, the Democratic primary. I really see Jon Stewart as being the guy forced to run, because I think he's even said on many occasions he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to run for political office and all that stuff, even though he is such a good messenger. He is such a good communicator. Like, when you just think of Jon Stewart at base level, hilarious, obviously, but he's a good communicator. He's good at communicating with the public when it comes to getting, the right policies and the right politics within the zeitgeist. He's always been that good. That's why we've always been fans of Jon Stewart for the past 20 years or so. He's just a fantastic communicator. And I really feel he's a truly progressive person. He's not an establishment liberal, even though he's worked within the establishment, so to speak, in a lot of ways. He's more of a progressive liberal, like me and you, people who are on the Bernie side of the liberal spectrum. And I just see that as a net positive. And I kind of see, like, how in Ukraine, Zelensky came to being their president at a time that's similar to what's going on right now. Like, no one took the establishment seriously in Ukraine at the time. There was rampant corruption. No one was to be trusted. And along came this guy who was a comedian and not a politician and nothing to do with politics. And now look at the guy. The guy is leading a war against Russia. I mean, it's like, the situations are very similar. Like, people who didn't want to be there, who had the goods, who had the communication skills, who had the correct worldview with politics and policies, getting into that position. And I see Jon Stewart being a fantastic communicator with the American people, as he's always been, as president. I really believe this is the liberalism's last chance, because everybody hates the establishment. Biden has the lowest approval rating in like 100 years for a Democrat. Everybody's upset with him. Everybody despises his policy choices. It's just a nightmare. The establishment has nightmare candidates that nobody wants except the establishment, because they do the bidding. But we need a real populist in there. We need a real communicator in there. We need a real populist in there. And Jon Stewart is a left-wing populist. He always has been. And the fact that he doesn't want it, the fact that he said he doesn't want to do anything like this, only means he's perfect for it. It means he or someone like him should be there, because he's someone who's not willing to go along with the crooked establishment and all their corrupt ways. We need someone like Jon Stewart to run if we're going to save any of this, because the establishment is going to run our democracy in the ground. The establishment and the neoliberals that infect both parties are going to make democracy so unappealing that no one shows up to vote anymore. Okay, and they've done that. They're going to do that this cycle with Biden's unpopular poll numbers, with Biden's unpopular Israel support in enabling genocide. Listen, people have short political memories, and they might not show up like you think they're going to show up, like they should show up. Okay? And we can't bank on low turnout. We can't say, oh, the electoral college isn't going to be a factor. It's going to be a factor. And low turnout is going to be bad for Democrats. And we need somebody who can garner massive support in the face of Trumpism in the face of Project 2025, in the face of unbridled fascism, which is now standard political protocol in the GOP. We need to have the most robust turnout, and I can't think of anybody who's been in our lives like Jon Stewart has been in our lives for the past 20 to 25 years, keeping us politically motivated, keeping our fires stoked for justice and truth and democracy. There's just nobody better. I'm sorry, there's nobody better right now that I can think of than Jon Stewart. He would win in the primary, he'd beat Biden hands down, and he would crush whoever the GOP put up. Easily. The more I hear about it, the more I see it online, the more I want to engage with it, the more I like it, and I'm here advocating for Jon Stewart 2024. Now's the time, man. We need someone like him to jump in the primary and just take the establishment by storm. Kind of like what Bernie did. And just smash through the BS. But I want to know your thoughts about Jon Stewart 2024. Let me know in the comments down below. Happy New Year. I hope you're having a lovely day and I hope you're staying warm. It's like -9 degrees out here. Talk to you soon.